Big up to everyone, lovely family and lovely friends out there, wherever you're watching Awini Unity platform from. Thank you so much, and we do really appreciate your time for always staying here with us at Awini Unity platform. Any part of Africa you are watching us from, the 54 nation, we do really appreciate you. Any part of this 54 nation you are watching us from, we do really appreciate your time. For watching us from Ghana, Nigeria, Zambia, Cameroon, Zimbabwe, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Congo, Guinea, Morocco, Tunisia, any part of the 54 nations you are watching us from, we do really appreciate you for always tuning up right here. If today is your first time and you cross this video and you do not know this platform, what we are talking about, well, we talk about African football. We run you through all Africa, the 54 nation, what a national team, club side football we are always talking about right here. So if you haven't subscribed to the platform, do subscribe to the platform and let's grow together as one family, one Africa. So we're going to be talking about two things right here, like I said earlier on. We're going to be talking about the FIFA latest rank for the national teams. When the latest rank was released, I think 20th November, if I get it right, there was a lot of talk. A lot of African countries know Ghana to be one of the powerhouse when you are talking in terms of football. So when the top 10 team was released in Africa, Ghana was nowhere to be found. It was far, far from there. And there was a lot of talk right there. Also, you know, there are some countries that failed to qualify for next year, 2025, AFCON in Morocco. And Ghana was among the teams that didn't able to qualify. Teams like the Gambia, Cape Verde, Mauritania, and the Guinea. So was a post. Someone make a post was asking what team are they going to miss in 2025 AFCON, and a lot of people, some people were thinking that maybe a lot of people are going to say, well, they're going to miss Ghana so much because Ghana is always consistent. But I can tell you the comment was something different. We're going to go into what country a lot of people actually think that they're going to be missing in the AFCON 2025. So these are some of the things we're going to be sharing with you. Now, we're going to be starting from the ranking. We're just going to talk about only the five, okay, only the five are the top 10 team of Africa. So this was the top 10 team of Africa. You can see it on your screen, right? Okay, you can see right there. Morocco is number 1, Senegal 2, Egypt, Egypt 3, Algeria 4th, Nigeria dropped to 5th, Cote d'Ivoire is 6, Cameroon 7, Mali, Cameroon 8, Mali, Cameroon 7, Mali 8, Tunisia 9, South Africa make the best top 10. So Ghana was nowhere to be found here. A team, a national team that you know, dominate in Africa back of, let's say, 2010 coming, Ghana was top best team in Africa, number 1, and that team you cannot find it top 10 best in Africa, meaning that there's something really wrong of Ghana football. When you talk about Ghana produce a lot of players, produce so many things, and so many people surprised, how come you are seeing it on your screen? Okay, how come Ghana national team past for some time now, this Ghana national team have been struggling a lot, and now they are not even close. I think Ghana is somewhere 14 in Africa and 70 something in the world. That is how Ghana find themselves now. But if I have to say, I would say big congratulations to South Africans national team, personally, South African coach Hugo Bruce did a great job. They are in top 10 best African team, and Morocco are still maintaining right there. So now, when you look at the teams that do not qualify, okay, and a lot of people was talking about, this is some of the teams, okay. Gambia failed to qualify. They was in the last tournament in Cote d'Ivoire. despite that they do not make it out from the group. Okay, now let's go quick to the let's go quick to the group. Okay, this was the group. This was the group in Cote d'Ivoire. Okay, this was the group in Cote d'Ivoire. Group A, you see it right there. We're not going to talk about Group A because the teams that we are talking about starting from Group D. So Mauritania was in Group D. Ghana was in Group B with alongside Cape Verde as well. Both teams do not qualify. Okay, let's go it this way. Okay, let's go it this way. Okay, we're going to talk about how it is. So when you look at Group D, Ghana didn't qualify from there. In Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana finished in 3rd place with only just 2 points. Then Cape Verde topped the group. Cape Verde do not lose a game. They win 2 games and drawing 1, so they have 7 points the last AFCON. Then when you check Mauritania as well, they play without even winning a single game in the last AFCON, so they have 0 points the last AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire. Then when you check what team? Okay, when you check the Gambia as well, the Gambia also play without winning even a single game, so they also finish bottom with 0 points. Then Guinea as well. Okay, where is Guinea? Guinea right here. Guinea qualify from there. They qualify even ahead of Cameroon. But the question a lot of people are asking here is that how come Cameroon failed in the AFCON but able to bring themselves together this time around? They qualify again. When you look at Algeria also do not qualify from group stage in Cote d'Ivoire, but they bring themselves together. They qualify this time around. Then when you look at the country that failed big time is Ghana. Ghana failed to qualify out from the group from Cameroon and Cote d'Ivoire. They do not learn their lessons. They went out, and this time around they do not learn their lessons. Now they could not qualify again. Now this is how, okay, this is how the qualifiers gets finished. Okay, this is how the qualifiers finish. Gambia was in Group A. I'm talking about recent one that qualified. Gambia was in Group A, so Gambia could not qualify, but they even tried. Gambia had 8 points right there. They do not qualify. Mauritania finished with also 7 points. They also tried. They have 7 points. They finished 3rd. Cape Verde did very well last AFCON. They finished 3rd. They qualified this time around. And Guinea also, they also tried. They got 9 points. So Tanzania qualified ahead of them, gets only 1 point different. But Ghana right here, Ghana finished bottom that have Angola, Sudan, and Niger. But a lot of people are saying that how can Ghana be in a group with Sudan and Ghana fail to qualify? And a lot of people say when you talk about football, a country like Sudan, they are not really powerhouse. They are not really football nation like that. How come they able to qualify ahead of Ghana? A lot of people do not understand something here. We will come back into that. But let's give you something right here very quick. Okay, let's give you something right here very quick. Okay. Let's give you something right here very quick. Then now, people that saying that Sudan do not know football. Here is things you need to know about Sudan. Okay. Very quick one. Sudan was the first country ever. Okay. Sudan was the first country ever to host African Cup of Nations. Yeah. Sudan was the first country to host the African Cup of Nations tournament. Let's give you everything right here for you to know. Sudan was the first African country to host the AFCON. That was 1957. And Sudan They went on. Egypt hosts the tournament 2 years later. Egypt hosts the tournament 1959. And Sudan went finals. There was nothing like a Ghana here or Nigeria or Cameroon. Sudan was the first country to host the African Cup of Nations. A lot of people are saying that Sudan, when they know football, when Sudan know African Cup of Nations, there was no a lot of African countries. They are the first country to host the tournament. And the following year, they went finals and they lost to Egypt. Egypt did host and win 1959. The 2 years later, Ethiopia also hosted a tournament that is African Cup of Nations 1962, and they also do host and win Ethiopia. Then, okay, so when you look at the Sudanese national team, even 1919, you could see it right here, 1963. Ghana host and win, and Ghana won it against Sudan. And 1965, Tunisia hosts the tournament, the African Cup of Nations, and Ghana win it back to back. And 2 years later again, Ethiopia hosts the tournament. That was 1968, and that is where Ghana lost to DR Congo. That is the year DR Congo won the tournament, 1968. And 1970, Sudan went to finals and won the African Cup of Nations against Ghana. Okay, against Ghana. So a lot of people that always say, well, the Sudanese, they are not a football nation. When they learn how to play football, just to make it, you know that it is something that makes the Sudanese national team fall down. But when you are talking about back of the days, you can see it very clearly. The Sudanese national team was, or the country of Sudanese was the first country to host the African Cup of Nations. And when they won the African Cup of Nations, there was not country like a Nigeria. There was not country like a Cameroon. When I say there was not country like Cameroon, not that there wasn't exist, but in terms of football wise, Sudan was much more better. The way of 1960s and 1968 that way. Cameroon was not where to be found. Nigeria was nowhere to be found. A lot of countries, Algeria, a lot of countries was nowhere to be found. Cote d'Ivoire. So they in terms of football, they know how to play the AFCON. So when you check, I continue. Congo also won the tournament. That was 1972. Okay, 1972. And Zambia went to finals. They could not able to win it. That was 1974. They could not able to win it in Egypt. When Egypt hosts the tournament, Ethiopia hosts the tournament once again, 1976, and Morocco won the tournament against Guinea. And 1978, Ghana won the tournament again against Uganda. That's the only Uganda finals, and they couldn't able to win it. I'm sorry for my Ugandan people. So now, Ghana won the African Cup of Nations 3 times before Nigeria able to win their first African Cup of Nations. That was 1980. Nigeria won their first African Cup of Nations against Algeria. So by then, Sudan already won the African Cup of Nations. So I always see a lot of my Nigerian people saying that Sudan. When the Sudan been to 2 finals and also won the tournament before you, Nigeria. And Ghana won the African Cup of Nations 4 times before Cameroon won their first African Cup of Nations against Nigeria. That was 1984. And now, I think now Cameroon have almost, 4 or 5, if I get it right. Cameroon have 4 or 5 African Cup of Nations. And how come Ghana 4? Ghana should have been having at least 8 or 9. You are leading someone 4-0, and you are there, and that person came to overcome you. Meaning, the leaders mess up in Ghana football, not just only this 2024 or only 5 years ago. Because if you are leading AFCON, you won the AFCON 4 times. Cameroon was having 0. The time Ghana won the AFCON 3 times, Nigeria was having 0. Then you have 4. Now Nigeria have 3 AFCON, and you are still in the 4. A lot of Ghanaians always say, well, we are big football nation, and people were surprised. Let's go back and talk about this. I give you the countries. Okay, this was the Gambia. Like I said, the Gambia, they failed to qualify 2025. The Gambia failed to qualify, and I feel so bad for these players right here. They're hard-working players, but they failed to win their last game. I mean, their second game or third game against Comoros. So I feel sorry for Yakubu Mente right here, and Musa Baro and the captain and all the rest. Okay, we'll come into that. Now, Mauritania right here also failed to qualify. Okay. Now, Guinea failed to qualify with a lot of talent. Former this Barcelona player, former Valencia player, doing very well, but they could not able to translate that. They have a lot of players. Guinea. We will come into that. Cape Verde, they also failed to qualify. I feel sorry for their main man right here, Bebe. Okay, we'll come into that. Now, the main talk, the Ghana national team. When you look at all these players right here, full of a lot of talent, play a lot of big clubs in Europe. When you start from Jordan Ayew, Leicester City, Abdul Mumun right here, Rayo Vallecano, Spanish La Liga, Elias Owusu right here, play for Observe in the French League 1. Mohamed Salisu, French League 1, Monaco. Loris Atizigi, play for Switzerland and FC St. Gallen. Fatau Isahako, Leicester City, England. Tariq Lamptey, Brighton, England. Thomas Partey, Arsenal, England. Anthony Semenyo, FC Dortmund, England. Ali Duseidou, Star Renette, France. Mohamed Kudus, West Ham United, England. And you see all this full of talent could not able to qualify. And this is how someone was asking that, okay, these 4 teams are, or 5 teams I guess talk about right here. Ghana right here. Okay, Ghana, Cape Verde, Guinea, and Mauritania, the Gambia. So a lot of people was asking that, what team are they going to miss? The guy was post 5 teams that I guess spoke about here, asking the views that people that what team are they going to miss? A lot of people were thinking that, oh, people are going to say, well, we're going to miss Ghana, we're going to miss Ghana. But I tell you that when you check on the comment, everybody was talking about Cape Verde. Everybody was talking about, well, we are going to miss Cape Verde. Why? Because in the life, people remember you what you are doing now, but what you did past. Ghana, when Ghana won the African Cup of Nations, I can tell you, even myself, I wasn't there. The Ghana last AFCON, that was 1982. I wasn't there. I wasn't born by then. I can tell you that Ghana have about 30-something million population. So I can tell you this 30-something million population, half of them do not witness Ghana having a trophy. Yeah. So Cape Verde did very well in the last AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. That is what a lot of people feel like they're going to be missing them, but not even Ghana. When you look at this country like a Guinea, they produce a lot of players. They produce a lot of players. When you talk about Naby Keita, one of the best player. Naby Keita, when he was in Liverpool or even RB Leipzig in Germany. This guy right here, a lot of people will remember this guy very well. Guinea, they produce a lot of players. Sorry, guys. They produce a lot of players. This guy right here, that is Ibrahima Traore. Ibrahima Traore, Guinea, they also produce a lot of players, but they failed to qualify. He is not playing for, again, for national team again. I think even club football, I do not know about the club football, but national team, retired from the national team. Ibrahima Traore, one of, even this guy here, the Kabi right here, former Valencia player. Guinea also they produce a lot of players. Okay, when you check even and even their main man, they produce a lot of players. Guinea. If you see this former Barcelona player as well, Guinea they produce a lot of players. So when you are talking about Guinea national team, they are also a country that know how to produce a lot of great talent. You know, when you talk about Ibrahima Traore back in his playing days, you could see that a captain that put so much effort, and you know, when you look at Mauritania, they also produce a lot of players, and they could not able to qualify. They produce a lot of players, and they have the most tallest goalkeeper in the whole Africa. Okay, Babaka. Okay, Babaka, they have the tallest goalkeeper in the whole Africa, 1.96 meters tall. Babaka. And when you talk about Ghana, of course, look at Mauritania. A lot of great players play for a lot of good clubs, but they could not able to qualify. When you talk about Ghana, of course, Ghana knowing a country that produce a lot of players. Okay, Maclation produce a lot of players. Maclation and Chelsea back of the days. Suleiman Tari back from AC Milan. You can talk about Sami Kufuor back of the days, Bayern Munich, who play almost about I think about 10 years or more than that in Bayern Munich. You can talk about Steven Appiah, one of the best captains that Ghana have ever produced. The man who took Ghana to the first World Cup back in 2006. In back of his playing days in Fenerbahce, Ghana produced a lot of players. You can talk about Kevin Prince Boateng right here. In back of the days in AC Milan, very, very well. You can go on and go on. You can talk about Junior Agogo, may so rest in peace. Junior Agogo, one of the best striker when you go back to Ghana 2008 when Ghana hosted the AFCON. One of the best striker, may so rest in peace, Junior Agogo. You can talk about Elijah Kingston, one of the wingers that can, when you talk about back of the days in the Scottish Championship has. And you can even go on to talk about the Ayew brothers. Ghana produce a lot of players. Even if you talk about Ayew brothers, people always know about all of this. When you talk about Ayew brothers, a lot of people do not even know that Ayew brothers, there are three. There are three brothers, but these two take their football level higher more than their senior brother. So a lot of people that do not know, this is Ayew brothers. Ayew brothers, they are actually three. They are not two. So a lot of people that do not know, this is the firstborn. Okay. This is the firstborn. This is Ibrahim Ayew, and this is Andrea Ayew, and this is Jordan Ayew. They are three brothers. So those who are watching us from different countries, and maybe probably you do not know, the Ayew brothers are not two. They are three brothers. Okay. So yeah, that is how a lot of people were surprised that people are not talking that they are not going to miss Ghana, but they are saying that they are going to miss Cape Verde. That is what a lot of people are talking about, that they're going to be missing Cape Verde. So meaning in life, people don't think about what you did past. People think about what you just did in recently. That is how it is. So Word Pele and Maradona, people used to talk about them many years ago. They are the best. Today, people are talking about Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. A time will come, people will not even know that the Messi was so magic and like that, or Cristiano Ronaldo. Some players will come and their name will go somewhere to relax. And that is what life is about. So what do you think? We want to know your thought. Now, we miss Ghana. Ghana will not going to be in the AFCON. That is one. Cape Verde is not going to be in the AFCON. That is two. There is a lot of countries, but we cannot talk all of the countries. Guinea is going to miss with a lot of talent. They are not going to be there. And the Gambia, not going to be there. And Mauritania, they are not going to be there. 5 countries. So we are also asking you, what country are you going to be missing in 2025? What country do you think that, genuinely speaking, you're going to be missing in the AFCON 2025? Let us know the country that you think you will be missing. Our next video, we're going to be sharing with you African legend, because there's a lot of players that when you go into AFCON, sometimes we can remember their celebration, we can remember a lot of things about them. So we're going to be sharing a lot of players that are retired from Africa. You don't even know where they are now again. Our next video, that is what we're going to be talking about. Is some players from Congo, some players from Zambia, Ghana, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Morocco, Egypt. A lot of old players we're going to be sharing with you our next video. So do not miss to subscribe to the platform. Any part of Africa you are watching us from, we're going to be talking about your country, your national team, your club, and all that right here at Awini Unity platform. So yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for always watching, and we do really appreciate your time. And yeah, happy Monday to you as well.